at the back of the shipping container and see if we stay live. Are we blurry? Does that look blurry?
Let's see. Mine doesn't show that we're on. Hi, guys.
Testing, testing.
Oh, I got commercial. So I must be.
Oh, yeah, you got the commercial.
Hi,
I feel like that's super bright. We just had this really random bird make a crazy noise, and we had that happen earlier this week in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Want to tell your story, and then I'll take over on my part?
Sure. So the other night I was having trouble sleeping, and it was one of those nights I was hearing a weird like bird chirping sound, and I was like, what kind of bird chirps at night? And I don't know of anything other than an owl. And I was like, that's really weird. And so the next day I brought it up to Heather, and my friend who was staying here on the property as well, he also heard the same thing.
Yeah. And was like, that's so weird. And my eyes got this big, and I was like, no, cougars make chirping bird noises. And so I pulled up the noises cougars make at night and started playing it for them.
And I was like, yeah, that's it.
And the scariest part about it is you had your headphones in listening to book on tape and could still hear it, which means it was right up on.
It was very close.
And the thing is her friend was camping in his camper trailer, and it's a cloth pop-up one. Like not very far from where we were.
Yeah.
I mean, probably what, 60,
he was at the edge of the world.
Feet. Yeah, it was at the edge of the world.
So y'all know where that is.
Yeah, so that was super scary. So I heard that you guys were going to riot and talk about food shit off the gate.
So we're going to start with food.
Couple of things. So my grandson is selling these chocolates. If you guys would like to buy us a chocolate, they're $1. I'm not shipping anything, except for if you do it through the live chat, then it's $1.40 each.
Yeah. Also, we just ate taco salad without the salad.
Without the salad part.
Because our salad was bad.
Yeah.
So we just had taco
Happens.
meat. But it was delicious.
It was good.
It was so good.
With the not corn chips.
So we're going to start off with food.
Yeah.
We know that you guys want to start off with food. So do what you guys want.
Exactly. Wait, who are we calling trouble?
Oh, we got some
So who's new here? Hi Jody, hi Tammy, hi Bob, hi Sil. So I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you got the thing figured out.
Hi Kathy.
I saw that. Hi Kathy. Vicky.
Michael's here.
Michael.
MJM in the house.
Woo, woo, woo. I think I saw
Mary, Kelly, Nancy. No, we know you're not new, Tammy. We were just saying who's new. Look, somebody wants to give us candy bars.
Who's candy bars? Oh, Sue.
Thank you, Sue.
You're awesome. We all know I need more candy in my life.
Priscilla, hello, Priscilla.
Oh, Priscilla, you made it.
So lovely to see you, darling.
So we actually had a super fun morning.
We did.
We did. We went over to Chasing Freedom Homestead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm terrible with people's channel names. But I could tell you the name of their dog. But anyway. So we went over there to help. Brenda and Matt have been huge supporters of us from
you guys all know Brenda.
Yeah,
she's
Brenda.
Always on the lives.
Yeah, so she did a shout out this morning or yesterday night, wasn't it?
Yesterday.
Send out a text, and because we have been telling them that just let us know, we'll come help you. So we had a super cool morning over there helping them on their cabin. If you guys are not following them, go follow them. They're doing the super cool cabin. He's a veteran. He's retired. He just recently retired. We just love all three of them. Their son is amazing and super nice young man.
Now, for those of you that follow us, you know that they're the ones we get tacos with all the time at the Mexican restaurants.
Yes. So they are wonderful people, and I think it's about 2 weeks the video will come out of us going over there and helping them. But man, their building this super cool cabin. It's
Yes.
so cool. It is so. It's making me rethink the A-frame, kind of.
We were super excited to be part of it.
Yes.
And we were honored that they asked.
Yes.
And
so
it always feels good to be able to help other people.
yeah,
So.
because okay, so y'all with this Sawmill issue. The Sawmill is trying to kill me. I'm actually going to call Wood Miser and say, hey, you guys trying to do a video series on building my barn and the mill keeps breaking. It's down. Wouldn't start. We milled a log, put on a second log to one swift cut through it, flipped it, went to go start it, and it
Just died.
Just stopped. It's an electrical issue. It's an electrical connection issue is what it is.
Can one of the mods throw their channel link out there for me?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
People are asking about what their channel is, so I would greatly appreciate that.
Chasing Freedom Homestead.
Chasing Freedom Homestead.
And it's Matt and Brenda. And I mean, Brenda, she's been sending us stuff. And one we did the concrete, and I was like, my hands hurt and they're so dry. And she's like, I'm sending you this great hand lotion. It was like the best stuff.
Beckman, something
yes.
Beckman.
And I had it in my church bag in it because it's very feminine. And I'm like, I can't be throwing this out on the job site. So I had it in my church bag, and it was like, she's just wonderful. So, and you guys will like them because they're like super good people.
Will somebody throw their link out? I see that people are putting their name out there, but throw their link on there if you don't mind. I greatly would appreciate it.
I think the only person that can do that is Mary or Bob.
And Bob's the only mod we have on.
No, Mary's on there now.
Okay. Bob wanted to know, is it possibly a fuse?
No, we checked the fuses. It's so the relay connection box is where the guys figured out that that's where things are going to die. So electricity comes in one side and it does not escape the other. They jumped it so what ended up happening the other day, which you saw in yesterday's video, where they came to help out, the head wouldn't go up and down. So I can go forward, I could turn it on, everything would not move up and down. And so they came over and they jumped it over to a different a relay box or something, and then it worked just fine. And yesterday we milled 6 logs. 6 logs. And we were killing it. And we had planned on doing that today. So we've gotten all of our 6x6 milled. We've gotten 3 of our 6x10s milled. We've got quite a few 4x4s. Mm-hmm. That's what we were working on today. Is we have these little logs that will make perfect 4x4s. So we're milling those out of them. Normally I would use those as firewood logs. I would not even waste the blade on those, but we need I think it's 40.
You need a lot. Oh, I have the list.
Or more. Yeah. Because Mary. This is the bracing. So you have your post, and then you have your 6x10 on top of your post, and this is the bracing that goes here. So each post has 2, and some have 3. So we need a lot of those. And then and so we're in the middle. That's what we were doing, a bunch of milling of that today. And then we would have been on those huge logs that we brought up from down the hill,
which we're excited to get on.
Yes.
But since the sawmill went down, we did firewood. So we did 3 truckloads.
3 truckloads.
3 full truckloads. Loaded them up, unloaded them, and then came and did the live.
Yeah, and those were the ones that you saw last week's video where we were just, we don't stop here. If something goes down, and Randy, bless his heart, he's going to be on his way over after dinner to try and figure it out for us.
We need a couple different people that know the mill, so we don't always have to ask the same person all the time.
Because he's busy. He's got some stuff going on. Yeah. And, this is what brought this part of this conversation on, is us getting to go help somebody feels so good because so many people help us.
Yes.
And to be able to
give back.
To me, that's love. To me, that's love. When someone comes and helps me, it's because they love me and they want to see us be successful. They want to see us finish this project just as much as we want to finish this project. And the fact that someone would say, "Hey, I'm in this situation. Can you show up?" And we're like, "Yes." We are blessed with the job and the lifestyle that we live,
We are
that we
blessed.
can drop and shift very easily. And for people, you know, especially for Brat and Minda. Matt and Brenda and Isaac, we just love them. So that was super fun.
And it makes our hearts happy
Yes.
being able to help other people, because that's
it's like
how
the
we,
best morning.
you know,
yeah.
that we feel
Yeah.
that way. We
Yeah.
like to help people.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
love it. It's a good time. You know, because sometimes just walking away from what you're doing, and taking that break and being on someone else's thing and being like, hey, what do you know, I know we all think that I'm super bossy, but I like not being in charge. I'm like, this is great. I'm not in charge. I'm just gonna hold the ladder. It's all good. You know, it was awesome.
She has days where she's like, I just wish somebody else would
Yeah.
take charge. But I'm not a leader. I am
Yeah.
a follower for sure.
So, you know, that was great. And then we came home and like I said, we got one 4x4 milled, started on the second one, it stopped, and then we did all that firewood. And so I was actually, we were talking about firewood because, you know, we weren't prepared the first and second year for the firewood. This year we are so over prepared.
Thank you, Mary.
We have
Appreciate you throwing that out there.
we have I'm gonna be, so the 3 truckloads that we just did were non-split. It's all that stuff that we caught
Over by the mill.
yes.
So we moved it from the mill up here by the shipping container.
There are still logs there that need to be cut up. There's another pile that's as big as that pile was when we started. There's actually 2 more piles that are all full logs that need to be cut up. So I'm thinking we probably have 10 cords of firewood.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's all said, and my goal is to get that cut and split and stacked before we get our first snow. It's a mild challenge that I have for myself.
Colleen said she let the chickens out of the run, and a little later she heard a bird ran out, and there was a hawk on the outhouse.
Oh.
And one under the eaves of the little cabin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, crazy.
You know, we've had because we have these bunnies running around that got loose. We've had some hawks coming in, flying pretty close and pretty low, looking for snacks. We have 2 bunnies sitting over here eating right now. The duck food. I can see them through the woods.
Bob wants to know if it's cold. He says
It's
we're bundled
not.
up.
No, it's not actually. Today, the shade is cool. So once you get in the shade, it's a little bit cool. But today was one of those absolutely perfect weather days.
It was beautiful. This morning when we were helping Matt and Brenda, it was off and on. Like if you're in the shade, you throw a jacket on. If you're not in the shade,
yeah,
my jacket's all messed up. Why didn't you guys tell me? Come on now. But we've been working and we were all hot and sweaty. And now that we're in the shade, I got a little chilly. I'm like, I gotta put a coat on.
Because we loaded and unloaded 3 trucks of firewood in 1 hour.
Yeah.
We were not fooling around. Like
No.
it was like, get it done. Because we were doing it before this and then we wanted to eat.
We were
So we didn't talk
wood.
about food the whole time.
But see, obviously they want to talk about food. They're like, we're just going to talk about food and we're going to ignore the ladies.
So I just made, because, I told you guys about that challenge that I got in, that I'm not really sure how that happened, but it did. And it's fine because I already did it. I already did my video.
Will you hand me my drink that you moved over by you?
Oh, well,
Absolutely.
well, we were really far away and that makes me look chubby. So I wanted to be closer.
Just throw it out there.
Look, I edit the video. I know exactly what I look like. There are some days that I'm like, burn those clothes, Heather. Don't ever wear them again. I almost came out your nose. What did I do with my drink?
Oh my goodness. Get the pew pew out.
Apparently, I'm just going to drink out of the jug. Put a plug in the jug.
No, it's not a members only jacket. It's a cheap jacket that I got at Walmart because I needed a jacket and I was cold. And my other one, the zipper broke, so I didn't have one with a zipper, and I really.
And to be honest with you, I had on this cute little green turquoise shirt, and I was eating, and I dropped food all down the front of it.
Twice.
So I had to change my shirts.
Not just food, taco meat. So of course
Yeah.
it's like boom, 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 follows all the way down. So there's a trail.
Yeah, so I changed my shirt. So I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable in this because it's one that I used to wear when I was skinny.
I'm not sure I love those anymore. At least the orange ones.
The orange ones, are you over it?
Yeah.
Oh, Sil, bless your mama's heart.
Oh, wow.
They had her walking today. Sil's mom had heart surgery yesterday, and they had her walking today. She sounds like my people.
They do that at the hospital.
I know.
Prayers for your mama, Sil.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in my thoughts.
Wait a minute. Jody's telling people to be nice. What is going on in the chat? You guys crack me up. Okay, so some people were watching the rewatch of these and had said that they could not. Actually, still, it was you that you were saying you could not see the live chat. Well, I went back and looked in the background to see if there was something that I could do, and it does have live chat replay, and it is checked, so it should be able to be seen.
I haven't been able to see it either when I've gone back to look.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to, so I don't know what the deal is with that.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Guys, okay, so the funnest thing, couple different things, right? I got to drive the tractor the other day, so that was a lot of fun. But then today when we were doing the truck with the firewood, the road that we were driving on is a fairly new road that her son had
it's
started.
not even real road, it's just a cleared space.
It's not a road, it's a cleared space. So we're driving on it and we're like sideways in the truck.
Like
and
this.
I'm like, suck your abs and suck your abs. And so we're driving like this sideways.
I'm like holding on to the door.
It's like you open the door and the door is like, whoa. Or I couldn't get out my side because my door was like up here. So it's hysterical.
Yeah.
So Samson was really doing his work.
He was
today.
working hard today.
Working
hard.
Today.
Hard working man.
We like a hard-working man.
We do. That's seriously important.
Oh, speaking of hard-working men. So, my friend had come up, and I'm just going to throw this out here. Yeah. It was so lovely. We did all these logs in the sawmill, right? So we get up. Yes. We're like working on the last one, and he comes up and goes, ladies, dinner's ready. And we're like, wow, this is nice. And we weren't quite done, so we finished, and then we went back up there, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the truck.
He didn't do it in that high pitch of a voice, though. Eric, just in case you're watching.
I totally felt like I could get used to this.
Totally. I was like,
this is amazing.
In fact, the next day when he wasn't here, we were milling. We milled all those logs, and I was like, do you think there's a man up on the hill cooking us dinner? And she was like, nope.
I could only wish. But it was quite lovely. So, Eric, if you're watching, really thank you again.
Yes.
For all of your help. It was amazing.
Yes, and he helped us square up the building.
He used to do carpentry.
Yeah, so you know, that's something. I mean, I've done it a couple of times, but I haven't done it enough for it to not be an all-day event. So to have somebody that knows how to do it, and you know, we already had the stakes from whenever I actually put the piers in, and those were still pretty spot on. But it was really nice getting that done in 30 minutes instead of all day long. So that was actually really cool. So either they're not talking anymore.
Oh no, they are. Bob just volunteered for the chef's position.
I mean, he was a firefighter, so that has potential.
If you edit anything, chat won't show up. Well, we don't
edit anything.
Tigger's apparently being naughty, according to Vicky. Jody says, hit the thumbs up. Yes, thank you so very much.
It's not letting me watch and read the live chat. Oh, there we go. Now we're doing it.
Vicky says, yes, the shelf always catches the food.
It does. Every time. So, and I like to wear dark shirts because then you don't have to change your shirts lots of times because, you know, but YouTube, you're supposed to wear bright colored shirts so that you pop and you show. I was wearing my orange flowered one and I was editing it and I was like, so I really like this shirt and the way that it fits and the way that it looks, but I blend into the sawmill with that one.
I personally like black on the sawmill because it makes me look thin.
So Kelly asked if everyone is enjoying the corn stalks. I have to tell you that the short that you made of that was so cute.
I didn't get to see it.
I was like, that is so cute. Spot on, girl. That was really cool. And they are. And I'm sorry I panicked because I thought you said you put the spares in between the goat and the pig pen. And I was like, no, the pigs are going to get out. But then I saw actually in your short, because we hadn't come up yet, that it was on the outside. On the outside. It was in a very appropriate space. So, but
so yes, that's lovely.
Robert, why are you timing people out? Robert said, I can
thumbs
cook
up.
And not looking for free housing.
He says thumbs up or I time people out.
Oh, I got you.
Because there's only a few 7 likes.
What?
Seven
How come
likes?
only 7 of you actually like us? I feel like more of you like us. Yes, the short is cute, Vicky said. So, let's see, what else do we have going on? Besides the cougar showing up, a man cooking for us at the edge of the world, the sawmill breaking, and now we have a square building. And Randy's on his way.
And obviously, we got paying up for those of you that haven't watched it.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it.
Because it was good.
And for
thanks, Jody. Jody said she always likes us.
My views are down on my video, so if y'all haven't watched it, go over there, watch it.
Okay, so this is really funny. Robert said the rabbit short was cute. I was afraid Heather would start smoking them. So, back to my short, my pasta challenge that I'm doing. I actually smoked a rabbit and made pasta with smoked rabbit and smoked tomatoes and Brussels sprouts and mushrooms.
And then day 2 we made
Alfredo sauce.
And then day 2 we made smoked rabbit.
Yeah.
It was smoked rabbit with a barbecue sauce on a sandwich.
On a sandwich.
And that we took over to Randy's house and fed him while Jarla was at a lady's
Exactly. Day. So, yes, it totally happens. I see the voices on the rabbit shorts. Oh, yeah, you like the voices on the rabbit shorts. Those were funny. That was hysterical. Doing it, editing it, and watching it.
We did laugh a lot.
We had a really good time with
it. We actually laugh a lot with a lot of
things. The time. Really. It's pretty much all the time. But I'll tell you, so those take a hot second to put together and edit. And they really don't take a long time, but they do take a hot second. And then I watch these things where someone shows their kitten and it has 144 million views. And I'm like, we're doing this wrong. We're totally doing this wrong. Hey, Melissa, you made it. How you doing this evening? How you doing? How you doing? Not sure. Robert says not sure how you get anything done. You laugh so much.
You would think, yeah.
You would.
We have like the strongest abs you could ever have under the snow.
Under the snow, we have super strong abs.
Do you hear that?
I hear a chicken.
I think Randy might be here. I hear a truck.
It's on the road.
Maybe I'm hearing things.
It's a motorcycle.
Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Still rabbit jerky. So the thing about rabbit meat that is totally different from chicken, because you can switch those two out, is that it almost disintegrates like when you put it in.
Rabbit's
very
tender.
Soft. It's very tender.
It's a very the meat is
and I slow smoked that for a couple of hours at about 150 with an older and apple wood, and it was really tasty. So her friend did not like it, but if you don't like smoked meats, but rabbit is different. It's a texture thing. So
Bob wants to know what kind of papers did you roll the rabbit in to smoke them?
Bob. Sometimes when we were giving instructions, use high-speed voices. on the Sawmill. So somebody put in the comments that we needed to do less joking around and more working. And I was like, wow, maybe you shouldn't watch us. Like, that was my reply.
Tammy Lee, yes, I did have some of the rabbit. It was delicious. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. You better watch that cup with the straw. Oh,
she has a new trick.
I do.
You gotta see
I
this.
can't do it with this one because this one's stuck.
Okay.
So when we were at Matt's and Brenda's house this morning, I had that exact same cup, stopped at the same place drink. With the same drink, which is root beer. They really like the root beer. And Kim goes, watch out for wasps, because there were wasps flying around. And I was like, oh no, I have a new trick. And I pulled it out and I blew it. I blew off. And then I put it back in. Out. I was like, I'm good to go. But that has been the running joke with everybody, even at church. It's really funny.
Something about me being the beekeeper, but her being the bee eater.
Yeah, that one too. Kim needs a shirt. I keep the bees, and I eat the bees.
Hi, Katie Did from Kentucky.
Ooh, hey, Katie Did, you made it. You're enjoying the Sawmill videos. You like the way we present them. Some activities in slow motion. Cool. Thank you. We have really, like I said, we've been really working on changing some things around, and I feel like the videos represent our personality. We're a lot of fun. We actually do a ton of work, but we also have a lot of fun, and I feel like our personality.
Some people don't think we do a lot of work, but we really do.
Some people think women shouldn't speak at all. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Not letting that one go.
How many chickens do we have? 12? 15?
I think it's 15. We have 2 roosters right now. So they'll be going to freezer camp. And then we have, we actually will kind of have a full freezer. It's just, they're just not in the freezer yet. We have these 2 roosters. We have the rooster and the 4 ducks at Carrie's that she's got for us. Yeah. Possibly a couple of more roosters that need to go. And then we have quite a few rabbit. And then I'm going to go down and get my hunting license, because we have quite a few deer that think my orchard is their playground. So we'll be filling it with that.
There's a question. Do we ever let the chickens hatch out their own eggs?
So that is my goal. I want them to do that. We are getting rid of roosters for the rest of this year. They are just pummeling the girls. They have like no feathers on their back, and we do not need any more babies. So we probably not all of next year. We probably will let nobody will get to hatch. And then the year after that, I actually want to get some Silkies, because they're really good mamas. And they brood very quickly, and they love it, and they love raising babies. So if I get like a couple of Silkies, shove eggs underneath them, let them hatch out and raise the babies, that's the best way. It's my favorite.
So for those of you that don't know, because I didn't know, chickens don't naturally just sit on eggs. So they have to go broody, and only the chickens that go broody, and that's all they do. They just sit on the eggs all the time until they hatch.
Yeah. So Donna Kolpak is a member for 3 months.
Well, congrats.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you so much for the support.
Staying with us.
I know. I really appreciate that. You know, we absolutely love making these videos, filming these videos. It's been really good for my PTSD, as far as it forces me to get up and do the work, regardless of how I feel. And it really, the one thing that we were talking about this the other day, how, you know, something that used to really tick me off is when people would say happiness is a choice. Remember, we were talking about this in the car, and we were like, it really is. It really is. Like, there can be all kinds of things going wrong, and it does on a build site, and it does here. And the Sawmill is like acting up. It's my $23,000 Sawmill that's 3 years old is acting up. Like, I could be livid. I am still making payments on that for 2 more years. And so it has really kind of been that, okay, get your head in the game, get out there and video. And it's not that we're trying to be fake. It's that we really want to present who we are. And we really are very positive. We really work on being very positive, very getting things done and that kind of stuff.
They really are.
Robert wants to know, how much firewood do you think you have already? Do you have a small wood stove in the RV? So I think with all the logs that we have down that are 2-year dry, so they've been down for 2 years, we have 2 piles the same size that we had or bigger over that we've already cut, that we just moved 3. Those ones that we cut was 3 truckloads. That pile is about the same size or bigger than the pile that we had before, and that we had 2 cords of wood out of, maybe 3.
So maybe her answer is 5.
No, I'm thinking.
Wait,
I'm thinking we have 12. Cords.
Okay,
I think we have between 10 and 12 cords of firewood. And no, we do not have a small wood stove in the RV, and we are not going to put one in there. There is no space. I would have really liked to have done that.
The fireman's asking this question.
I know. That's like.
Really?
Do you want us to run with scissors too, Bob?
Yeah.
That seems like an awful big safety hazard to me.
Do Silkies have bad eyesight? I do not know.
I do not know that question either.
Mr. Google Pants probably would be able to answer.
Yeah, that one I don't.
Anyone else have an answer for her?
I do know that you have to, because they'll get the fluff in their eyes, and some people will trim that. So I do know that is a thing because it gets in the way of their eyesight. Do I have a dirt ring? Look,
I have a dirt ring?
I've been working. No.
Oh, I don't know how.
Yeah, safety, Sally, Tigger. Exactly, Vicky, get him. Oh, Kimmy wanted to tell Bob something.
Oh! I was like, what are we talking about? So as we were doing the firemen.
We were not doing firemen. Is that a Freudian slip? Not that kind of channel, Kimmy.
Back it up a little bit. As we were doing the firewood today.
I didn't even breathe.
Okay, as we were doing the firewood today, I was like, these gloves that Bob sent are like the best things I.
The comments are amazing. I'm so sorry that I did that to you. Stop it! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
And focus. Bring it back.
Oh my belly! Stop it! Oh, okay. Anyways, the Bob. Oh, my belly.
It hurts so bad. My stomach. Stop. I can't.
Okay,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
you could pee a little. Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay. Do over.
Oh, I need a drink.
Colleen, that was the best ever. It's the only one I can see. Look at my eyes are all
Oh,
blurry.
my abs are hurting. They're hurting.
Vicky fireman now afraid to come to the mountain. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Sil, what happened? I froze again. Should Kimmy say something naughty? Oh my goodness.
Crying. Oh my goodness. I'm so crying.
Mary said, Kimmy, you just lit a huge fire.
Tears rolling down face. Yeah, me too, girl. Me too.
Robert, I'm not afraid. Well, maybe a little feather.
Basically, I was just trying to say I really like the gloves that you sent, Bob. Thank you. I really enjoy them.
That's all.
They are. I didn't know I would love gloves so much, and I do. So that's it. Thank you. Oh, goodness.
Vicky said, take a read what you wrote. Quickly, let's go back and look.
I look at. This is a one to watch. This is a replay to watch.
Jerry says I enjoy firemen too.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh my word.
I will risk those Idaho girls.
Okay, so I have to tell you.
Best live ever. The refractor's here. Hi.
Oh, hey, the refractor. Oh my goodness. You're crying, Jody. Same. We're laughing so hard.
Oh, seriously, my abs were so sore. I felt like somebody punched me.
I know. I was like, that's mean. Oh my goodness.
Holy, not supposed to have laughed all year.
Almost bit my teeth.
Vicky's still laughing. Vicky's still laughing. Hi, Tiffany.
Oh, hi, Tiffany.
Welcome, girl.
You made it, girl. Oh, at least they're happy tears. I'm keeping this on replay whenever I need some laughter in my day. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
thanks, Jerry. Bringing joy is getting things done. Robert. Now everyone needs to do laundry for Bean. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, my. Well, I mean, where do we go from there? That was the best ever.
I know. I don't know. I don't even. I didn't mean to say that for sure.
Oh, my
The things
goodness.
that you say when you mean something.
Melissa, what is she drinking in her cup?
It really is just water.
That's funny. Vicky, shoot,
See,
I just did laundry today.
This is exactly why we don't drink alcohol.
This
because
is why.
we don't need it. Just imagine this on alcohol.
Oh, well.
That would be.
I just make really bad dating choices. Oh, Tiffany, you did. You walked in 2
You
minutes late.
missed it all.
Back it up, girl. Just back it up because it's funny.
Be careful, you might pee a little. Just saying.
Oh, it's not as funny on alcohol. It's not. It's not. It's just not.
Water.
Virgil is watching this when he gets home. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness. All right.
What do you all want to know? Any questions?
Any questions does anybody have?
Yeah.
Melissa, I don't think you need any more water. Kitty.
No, I might pee it out.
Yes, Robert, we returned to the sprayer. We're good girls.
And it was even returned properly the way
Virgil told me to.
Yes.
Because I told him I didn't know how to clean it. And he's like, just do this. What's for dinner? Upper Sky DJ said, what's for dinner? So we had taco salad without the salad with corn chips.
Kind of like nachos, but deconstructed nachos.
Yes. Yeah.
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 Let's see. How many firemen do you know? I actually know 2.
I know.
Ty and Bob.
Oh.
I think that's it.
So I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know a whole lot because I used to cook for the cook for the local volunteer fire
And
department.
I've always had crush on firemen.
And I dated one.
And maybe that's
probably why I don't have a crush on firemen. I mean, but does he count? It was a volunteer fireman. It wasn't like a full-time fireman.
I think it still counts.
Okay, I do too. It was terrible.
But it's not like the ones that carry people out of burning buildings, the big old muscles and all of that.
Okay, so there was this, it was a short that somebody put.
Yes.
The dogs are barking, so I wonder if either the
I'll
boys
go
or
look.
Anyway, so there was this short, and it was this guy, and he's like, I never understood it. I never understood it. Women would swoon over firemen, and he goes, and then I was in my house caught on fire, and I was in a burning. Oh no, actually, he wasn't in a burn. He volunteered to be rescued in fireman training school or something. I don't know. He said, and the fireman came in, he busted in, they had the smoke going, and he's like, he busted in, and he said, I'm taking you to safety. And he threw me over his shoulder and carried me out, and now I get it. I get why the ladies swoon. So the dogs are barking. So we have either my grandsons are coming over or Randy is here. And if Randy's here, we're all going to go over to the Sawmill and do the live at the Sawmill. Ruby said her son-in-law is a fireman.
Ooh, is he single?
Well, it's her son-in-law.
Oh. I'm pretty sure it was the turkeys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, and the turkeys are crazy. We have this flock of like 20 that are all over the place right here. Like, they are like, they think this is where they're staying for the winter. They can stay. They may just stay in the freezer. I finished telling the thing about the man and the short. Yeah. Knew a bunch as I used to be a wildland firefighter, and now we have a bunch in our area. Smile face. So now you know 3.
That's awesome. My son-in-law.
That's true, Tiffany. Not wrong there. You're not wrong. Did Bobby come back? No, not yet. Bobby has not come back yet. And now
that's true, Bob.
We just recently saw 2 stray cats. One was a Siamese looking one, and one is that tiger striped one that we thought was Bobby, and I think we terrified him because we sped up going down the driveway.
And we called him Bobby.
Slammed on the brakes, rolled down the windows, and we're calling him Bobby, and he stopped and looked at us like, we're like, what is happening? I'm like, never mind, you're not Bobby. Are the firemen staying for the winter too?
If I had my way.
Loved Ginger's dancing.
Bob said Ginger Rogers did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards and in heels.
That's true. That's very, very true. Hey, Heather, you made it. Did you get the microphone, and did it work for you guys? So we did not get your microphone, but Virgil gave us one, and we tried it.
Phone.
Yes, for my phone. And
yours is from my phone.
Yeah. So, and we put it on, and I got everything charged, and I put it on today, and we tried to use it. And when the Sawmill turns on, because it's so loud, it cuts the microphone out.
It gets all staticky, and you know.
And then it cuts it out. There was like nothing. It was silence. And then once the machine was turned off, it would come back on. So it's gonna work great around here when we're working in here, but it won't work at the Sawmill. I'm kind of bummed about it. I just realized, so the other video that I put out the other day that most of y'all commented and said that the sound was great. I put the sound up to 400. Yeah. So when you download the videos into it, it's at 100, and I cranked it all the way up to 400, and then everybody could hear. The hardest part about this is on my computer, I hear it great. And actually, sometimes the music is too loud, and then I put it down the lowest it'll go to 6, and it's, sometimes too low or whatever. And then when we play it back, and then my voice is like yelling or whatever, and I can really hear. And then when we upload it, it's different. So now I just know, just let it yell, let it be loud, kind of thing.
Tim wants to know how we're getting service back here, if we have a different internet service or something.
I do not know.
It's just a fluke.
It's a fluke that we get service on the porch behind the shipping container. It's really strange. It's a possibility because the
Tim, you missed it all, man.
Oh, Tim,
you missed it
you
all.
missed it. You gotta
we
go.
had all so much fun earlier.
Let's see. Tiffany, I grew up in a volunteer fireman house. Dad, uncle, brothers, all volunteers, and lived there when you flooded in 93 and 97. I have lots of friends that are volunteer fire department firemen and firewomen. So much respect. Much respect.
My niece,
just not for that one that I dated.
My niece did it as well.
Yeah.
For the wildland fire.
Addison Bell, hi.
Addison!
How you doing, honey?
This is one of the beautiful girls from Abundant Living Homesteaders.
Yes. Our new families.
Yes.
Our new family, whether they like it or not.
So happy to see you on here, honey.
Let's see.
Heather doesn't yell. She projects her voice.
I do.
She projects very well.
I do. I was like a good cop. I can get people to freeze.
It's funny because she's really good at doing the yell for emergency things.
Yes.
Like if I'm back in, or whatever, and it's really loud, she does this really. I don't know what you do. That's it. She does that, and you're like, whoa,
because you can hear it. It's high pitched. Like if I make a noise, you need to stop. Melissa's youngest son was on the volunteer fire department. So we have all kinds of firemen on our group. Yeah. He made greens and cornbread and barbecue chicken. Yum, Heather. We actually pulled out corn to put in our nacho thing. Not really sure why, but it's because there's this salsa that I like that is not really salsa, but it's like salsa. And it has corn in it and beans and like all this stuff. And I love it. She does not like it. I love it. Is one of my favorites.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just not my favorite.
It's just not salsa. It shouldn't be called salsa, right? It should be called something else.
It can be called salsa because there is different
It's
kinds.
a black bean
But
salsa, I guess is what it's called.
But also, I'm one of those that don't like sweet salsas. I don't like the fancy peach or mango or all the weird things in salsa. I'm different. I'm different.
My Little Idaho Off-Grid Homestead wants to know, so how many more boards do you have to mill for the bill? Girl,
8
million.
Hi, Alicia.
So, hi, Alicia. Vicky says, we once lived in a town so small, everyone was a volunteer. Yep.
Randy's on here.
Randy.
Hi, Randy.
Hi.
Howdy from Pryor. Be safe.
Hi, Alicia. Did you get on to Dutch? Haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Did you tell him that he dropped the ball?
That he defaulted and so therefore lost.
We win. He was talking a lot of smack about we were going to lose. This was in person when he was here. And then he just was like scared. He got home, he got scared.
Yep.
Oh, Edison said, you both are the beautiful women. Look at those white smiles. Hope you are feeling better, Heather. Praying for you. I am, girl. I feel really good. I have no after effects other than the fact that all the wasps were landing on me today. We kept saying they were trying to avenge their brother.
Bob, I 100% agree with you. Salsa should be hot and tomato based.
I can't do the spicy though. Cannot do the. Oh, Jerry said black bean and corn salad is a favorite. Yep, same. So when I first got out of the service, it's a long story. I got to put my phone down.
Now, let me cross my legs so I get comfortable. Okay, go ahead.
Let's get ready.
Go ahead.
So I had bought 20 acres. It was way out in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and had nothing on it. Plain piece of land. I mean, do we see the it's a theme in my life?
There's a theme.
So bought this property, built a barn, had a little double wide mobile home put on out there, and I really wanted to do a tiny house, but that wasn't a thing back then. So my grandmother talked me out of it. She was like, you shouldn't do that. CPS will take your children. And she was wrong. That was actually a thing back then. So this was 97. So the neighbor had a tractor and he had just gotten it rewired. And he said, you're more than welcome to, because the the grass was waist high. And he's like, you can use it. I just got it back from the shop. It's all good to go to mow that down. And then
Tammy Lee, that's my kind of salsa.
And then it caught on fire because the wiring was wrong and proceeded to burn the pasture. And so I was there with the gentleman that I was dating, and he was from New Jersey. And I used to tease him that, hey, look, that's grass. And I was like, I ran to the house and just started turning on all the hoses all around the house. It would just start flooding that area. So, because we were in the very back pasture. And then brought wet blankets, and I was like, you need to start clearing this grass right here. And we were trying to clear the grass away and all this kind of stuff. And I had also called the fire department while I was up there. And by the time they got there, we had most of it put out already. And then from that point on, they would always come by my house. Because like, you guys are always welcome to come over for tea or whatever. If you see us out, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, you need to join the department. It was like this whole thing. They would like send random people over to try to get us to join. And I was just like, I'm a single mom. I really couldn't drop my child and go. So I did not. It's not my thing.
Alicia says, so stuff follows you.
It does.
Colleen, I absolutely could handle that kind of salsa with the rush peppers, peach peppers in it.
Yeah.
Tim Ferguson, no. Did we get any frost up here yet?
No, we have not. The tomatoes are still doing really well. So we've been trying to make a decision. Well, we haven't been trying. We made a decision. The barn build is first. This area comes in second as far as in our list of to-dos, and the finishing the greenhouse comes in third. We are still going to try to give it, a 30 minutes here or 30 minutes there. And if we can get it covered, finish getting that done and the plastic on, it's not the hoop part of it that's a big deal. It's actually the ends. So as we're milling, we have pieces that come off, and I'm like, put that in that pile over there because it's going to go towards that. So a lot of those cut off pieces that we don't end up cutting for firewood, and that maybe are a little bit off, and we can cut chunks out of it to finish those ends is what we're going to do with that. But as much as I would love to extend our garden this year, I'm really excited that we will very easily be able to start earlier next year, because we've done quite a bit out. I've made pasta sauce twice, like a big amount.
We still have a lot of tomatoes.
Yeah, we have a huge bucket of them ripening up. So I do pick them as soon as they start to ripen. I pick them and bring them inside because of the bunnies and the deer are taking bites out of them. So,
hi, Kira.
Hi, Kira, girl, you made it.
Looks like she's making some smoked mac and cheese with Dad.
Ooh, yum.
Nice.
That sounds yummy.
It sure does. It's getting chilly out here.
Are you getting chilled?
I was thinking about taking a nice shower, but I don't know. It might be too cold for that.
Ooh, Tammy, you made some salsa with peaches, and it had a little bit of. I love peaches.
Sweet salsas.
I like sweet salsas. I like the sweet. She likes the savory.
Ooh, it's supposed to get down to 40 degrees tonight.
Oh, really? Is that what it says?
Yeah. At 6 a.m. it will be 40.
My hot flashes think winter.
So these lovely people from church gave me a mattress topper.
Yes.
That I just got out and put up. And I tell you, that thing is amazing as far as comfort. But man, it sure makes you warm.
Oh, does it?
It sure does.
Oh, no.
Keeps you hot.
So I wonder if...
It'll be great during the winter.
Yeah, it'll be good during the winter.
Yeah. I'll have to get one of those cool sheets.
Hey, we had a challenge. I put a challenge on the main page, and I had said, how many rings did you think were in that big tree that we had dropped out there in the garden? Yeah. Jan dropped. And only one person put something on there. Y'all, I said go put your guess underneath the thing. So I'm gonna give you one more week. Go watch that video where we draw. I'm trying to find the video so I can say the name of it.
Bob, Colleen's salsa is good. It's hot. It is so
Colleen
good.
is amazing. Colleen and Virgil both are amazing cooks.
Yeah, they are.
Kind of feel like anything that comes out of there. She made us a salad. So we went over there when I was having trouble with the phone. And she was making a salad and she gave it to us. It wasn't that she made us a salad. She gave up her food for us. That's love right there. And it was amazing. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Tim wants to know, do the tomatoes develop a good flavor when you pick them green?
So if you actually pick part of the branch, if you can do that, then you do. I feel you do. I have not been doing that, but they're still
honestly
really good.
They are much better than store-bought tomatoes. Even though that we've picked them green, we've put them in the RV and let them ripen in there, they taste so much better. I think it's
because they're already starting, they're turning pink before I pick them. So as soon as I start seeing some color, then I pick them. And then they finish in a couple of days inside.
Yeah.
So, and they're really good. It's some.
So Tammy made a salsa, it sounds like, that I would have really liked, with tomatillos, the verde this summer, with tomatillos and jalapenos. Love that. Are they
we
starting
did not
to
make
blush?
Chili. Tim, we did not make chili. Yeah.
No, that was for
they blush.
Robert.
Oh,
Robert.
I got you.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Does anyone know how to smoke fish, crawfish, and shrimp?
Well, yeah, you light up your green egg. You put the kind that you smoke flavor you want on there. And then you either put it in skewers, or you get that little cage that they make for them and you put them in there like that.
Protein heavy is always good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
My hair has so much sawdust in it. I'm like doing this and I can see chunks of sawdust coming out in it.
I think I have some metal in mine from standing underneath.
I had some on my arm because I leaned down to do some
video
filming,
shots, yeah.
And I was like, I have a sliver. Metal slivers down my arm. Hi, Judy. Welcome.
Hi, Judy. Green tomato chili is amazing. So what we're going to do, if we don't get this covered, we're picking all of the tomatoes and we're going to either make green tomato salsa. That sounds like we can make that green tomato chili.
Yeah. That'd be yummy. Yeah.
Oh, Tammy asked if the tomatoes are starting to blush when you pick them. Yes. Yeah. So they're just starting to turn from the green into the blush, and that's when we pick them. Another winter without chili sounds sad. I love chili. So Kelly got us last year that little Dutch oven, and that is amazing. So when we have the wood stove going, we're basically going to be cooking off the wood stove, I think, most of winter, because we like soups, we like chili, we like stews, all of those.
When we have the generator running for a longer period of time, then we do things in the crock pot, not the crock pot, the pressure cooker, it's like an Instapot, but it's the crock pot version.
Right. And
we do stuff like, the shredded chicken, like the cracked chicken, stuff like that. So,
yeah. So yeah, it's going to be, I remember whenever I did the chicken on the wood stove, like the whole thing smelled. Yeah. You'd walk around the corner and it's like all you could smell was the chicken. It was so amazing. Cooker's going to kill us this winter. Colleen said that they had 100 pepper plants and 45 tomato plants. Colleen, I raised you your 45, and I think we had like 60.
We had a ton of tomatoes. Yeah. No peppers.
No peppers.
All of our peppers, all of anything else that we planted pretty much didn't
make it. Yeah. Well. Didn't.
No.
Nope. Hey, Wade finally made a live. How you doing, Wade?
Hi,
Is
Wade.
it cold up there? It's a little chilly. It's not bad though.
It's supposed to get down to 40 tonight.
Supposed to get down to 40. Judy just finished making homemade spaghetti sauce with the rest of my tomatoes. So that's what I've been doing.
That's what she's been doing. But I think homemade tomato soup would be good. With some delicious grilled cheese sandwiches on sourdough bread.
Okay, so we don't have the sourdough bread. We don't have the sliced cheese. So, but we do have the tomatoes.
I'm just saying.
We would have
soon.
Aren't we going to? Well, tomorrow's Wednesday, so we go into town, so we can go into Wally World.
Speaking of which, so tomorrow's church.
Yes.
If y'all are in the area, if anyone's in the area, please come join us at the Sandpoint Church of Christ on Wednesday. We would love it. We have Bible study that starts at 6, and we do like a fellowship dinner at 5. So, love to see you there.
So Wade said it's supposed to get down to 32. Wade, what was your elevation? I think you told me you're a bit higher than us.
I thought he said he was 40. No. Are you 28, 26?
I'm 27.
27. See, right in the middle.
Well, I was talking to Marty Johnson this morning, and we were talking about the weather and what we thought winter was going to do. Y'all know if you watch him, he's over 3,000. That's what I thought. He wants lots and lots and lots of snow and cold, cold, cold. And I kicked him in the shin. I'm just kidding. And so we were talking about what we thought it was going to be based on the trees, what the trees are doing and that kind of stuff. So when I was first up here, my very first winter, I was terrified. I'm like, okay, I have an out. If it gets too cold, I can just take my RV and park it in front of my son's house and I'm good. And then I did just fine. But during that time, I was trying to figure out how did the Native Americans know what kind of winter it was going to be? What did I miss? Colleen. What's Colleen?
Spicy tomato soup for me.
Okay.
She's you won't want it.
I can give you some.
And I'm like, yes.
So they were talking about with the pine cones on the trees that have pine cones, or cones. If it's not a pine tree, what's it called? A fir cone? Because we have pine and we have firs.
I thought they were all called pine cones.
I don't think so, because a pine cone would be from a pine tree.
Wow.
So we have both pines and firs, and it was, you watch the cones
and
on them.
Tamarack would be.
Tamarack is a pine.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So the first winter that I was here, about a fourth of the top fourth of the tree was just full of pine cones. And so they said that would be a mild winter.
Tim, that's funny.
And it was. And then the next winter, it was about about halfway down. Last winter, they were about halfway down. And we had a much colder winter. And this winter, it says it's looking like we have a lot more. We're about 3/4 the way down of the trees. And I'm watching specific trees. So I've been trying to watch the same trees each year. And then just an overall general. And so it looks like we are going to have a colder winter. Colder and longer. But then the Farmer's Almanac said, once it gets cold, it's going to take a hot minute for it to get cold, like really cold. And then so once it gets cold, so I'm hoping that means, you know, like February, like really cold. February is whenever we have our closer to 0 here, and we have it for about a week. It's not a very long time. So once it gets cold, it's going to stay cold. I think they were saying maybe after Thanksgiving-ish time, it was going to start getting really cold, or cold. But they also said we're going to have a drier winter, which is terrible for the fires, like really bad for the fires. But that just means less snow. So we will see.
Hi, Cora. And good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob. Hey, Cora.
I forget.
Wade says the National Weather Service just sent him an email for cold, long winter, and it looks like more snow.
You must be really important.
Well, you're quite a bit farther. You have colder winters than us. So I'm in this is what I was talking to Marty about. I'm in this microclimate section. He always Sandpoint gets a lot more snow than I get, and that's not too far from us.
No.
And he gets quite a bit more. Mm-hmm. I get the same amount of snow as Post Falls area. So I'm just in this little micro space.
Tim says the Native Americans get in their Winnebagos and head south.
Oh, that's funny. Well, and that is really funny because my daughter-in-law is Navajo and they're getting in the RV and they're going south. Not very far, but they're going south.
Well, we did hit our hour.
Cora, you definitely do. It's hard, girl. I miss all kinds of lives, and then I'll get on and I'll be like, oh, so-and-so had a live and we totally missed. Ours are Tuesday nights at 5. And then if you're
5 hour time.
Yes, 5 hour time. And if you're a member, we also do Thursdays at 10.
Mornings.
Thursday mornings. Let's see. Colleen, you get more snow than Sandpoint. Kelly, we're hoping to gift you guys a snowblower. What, girl? We replaced the motor on one and just need to finish you up. That's the sweetest thing.
Girl.
Kelly and Dwayne are our guardian angels.
Yeah, they are. We actually have a lot. We truly are blessed.
We really are.
You know, we're blessed because you guys want to watch us, you guys support us, you encourage us.
Anybody want to know why we don't fly drones? It is because of that.
Anybody want to know why we project our voices? Because of that. But we greatly appreciate you guys. We appreciate all the support that you give us, all the really encouraging comments that you leave under both of our channels.
Yep.
You guys are amazing.
And I'll tell you the best, absolute best way that you can help us out, because I know people want to send things and all of that kind of stuff, other than buying me chocolates, is to share. Get your friends to subscribe and watch. Like that, YouTube pays us. It's not a huge amount right now, but you know, as creators, we do make money, but we make money based off the views.
Occasional gift card to Hotel Ruby would be nice too,
That
so
would be
we could
nice.
sit in a hot tub and have a nice shower and go swimming in the pool. But just throwing that out there.
That's so funny. But I know Randy is on his way up to help fix the sawmill, so we want to get out there because we don't want to waste any more of his evening. And you guys go over there and support R&D Old Benton Homestead. I put their link in a lot of our videos. They are amazing. They're mom and pop to us, and we just love them. And they're the parents I always wish that I could have. I am not gonna cry. They're the parents I always wish that I could have, and God has blessed them in our lives, blessed us with them in our lives. And so definitely support them because they're amazing, amazing people. And we appreciate you guys, but we are going to take off and go sit by the sawmill. So have a good evening.
We can get it running.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
God bless y'all.